Hi everybody, Assalamualaikum and Selamat Sejahtera to all. This video will be on the tutorial class 2. We will be using financial mathematics to solve some of the problem in the various application. The question number 1 is on the annual net surplus. So the annual net surplus is one of the resources for retirement fund. So this annual net surplus will be invested every year, assuming in this case the return is 8%. So you need to calculate the value at the retirement age of 55 from age of 40. So you have 15 years to go. Find the answer first without taking inflation into consideration. Second is take 5% inflation throughout the period. When we talk about inflation and return, so there will be gross adjusted rate of return. And now we will be using the formula of IA, 1 plus R divide 1 plus GOI, G for rate, gross rate of salary, I for inflation rate. So minus 1 times 100. Okay, now come back to the question number 1 on retirement fund available. We will be using CMPD, the compound interest calculation with N mode. Throughout until 55, we will be finding future value, FV. So every year we will invest 17,500. Okay, so this will be payment or PMT. Okay, the period will be N will be 15. So we will find FV without first without taking inflation, and secondly with 5% inflation. When without taking inflation into consideration, we use I percent as 8. This will be the the return of investment. PMT 17,500. Period N is 15. So we look for FV, the future value. You solve at FV, we find the answer. Okay, while when we take 5% inflation throughout the period, it become IA, adjusted I. Okay, so the formula will be 108 divide 105 minus 1 times 100 execute. Okay, then the PMT the same value and also same value. We solve again at the FV. So the value when we have inflation become lower compared to without inflation. Just now is retirement fund available. Now the retirement fund that we need during the retirement period. Okay, for example, now the retirement age 55 until age of 70. So we need to spend 17,500 per annum every year, starting at retirement age. So meaning that in the calculation we will use begin mode. Now we need to find the present value, the PV, and we use CMPD begin mode. The 17,500 become PMT, and the period N is 15. So we will be taking without taking inflation into consideration, and secondly with 5% inflation. Without taking inflation into consideration, we use I percent as 6. PMT, the payment is 17,500 and N is 15. So we look for PV, the present value. We solve at PV, we find the answer. When we have 5% inflation, then become IA with a formula of 106 divide 105 minus 1 times 100 execute. So PMT same value and also same value. So we solve at PV, we get the answer for the 5% inflation. So the value is more compared to without taking inflation into consideration. Now, for question number 2 is on the auto or car financing. Ali purchased the car 2 years ago. Okay, now the purchase price is 150,000. The financing amount is only 120,000 via 5-year Islamic hire purchase of 3.5%. To calculate the monthly installment as outflow in his cash flow, we will be using simple interest calculation, which is SMPL. So the number of days DYS is the tenure 5 years times 365, the number of days in 1 year. The I percent is 3.5. PV is the financing amount of 120,000. So we scroll down to all and solve at all. we will find two values. One is SI, simple interest, and the value is 21,000. So the SFV is 141,000. SFV is simple future value. You can use formula by putting the formula of FV equal to PV bracket 1 plus IN. Okay, so you get the answer of 141,000. Now, to get the monthly installment, you need to divide the FV value 141,000 with the number of months in 5 years. So second is to determine his outstanding balance. We need to find total paid. Ali purchased 2 years ago, so the total months paid is 24 months. Okay, so monthly installment is 2,350. So total paid is 2,350 times 24 months, so become 56,400. Then secondly, you need to calculate the rebate using rule 78. Okay, the formula is smaller n time with smaller n plus 1 divide by bigger n time with bigger n plus 1 time dengan SI, which is the simple interest just now. So the smaller n refer to the balance month yang belum bayar, and then the bigger n the total month in 5 years. Okay, so we get 36 times 37 divided by 60 times 61, and then the whole figure times with 21,000, which is the SI value. Okay, so we get the rebate as 7,641.62. Now to get the outstanding balance, we minus okay 141,000 minus with the total paid of 56,400 and the rebate of 7,642.62. So we get the answer of 76,957.38. So this will be the outstanding balance, which you will put in the liability of the net worth. Question number 3, similar like the number 2. The only thing the difference is that the purchase price and the financing amount the same the same value, which is 48,000. We will do the same thing like just now. We calculate the monthly installment using SMPL. The number of this similar like just now 5 years. Okay, the I percent is 3%, and then the PV is 48,000. So we get the SI as 7,200 and the SIV is 55,200. So using formula, again we use the same formula like just now. We get the same answer of 55,200. So to get the monthly installment, we just divide 55,200 with the number of months in 5 years, which is 60. So now to determine the outstanding financing or outstanding balance, so total month paid is 12 months. So the total paid is 920 per month, the installment time with 12 months. So second is rebate, same formula we used just now. Okay, now the unpaid months is 48 months. We get a figure of 4,626.89. So the outstanding balance is 55,200, which is the SIV, minus with the total paid of 11,040, minus with 4626.89. Question number 4, you'll be asked to calculate the market value of the cars in question number 2 and number 3 above, with assumption of depreciation of car is 15% per annum. In question number 2, the purchase price is 150,000. He has purchased the car for 2 years. So the depreciation amount is 30% times with 150,000. So market value is 150,000 minus with 45,000. So you get the market value of 105,000. So for question number 3, The purchase price is the same as the financial amount, which is 48,000. Purchase for the past 1 year. Okay, the depreciation is 15% because only 1 year times 15%, so 15%. So the amount is 7,200, which is 15% times 48,000. So the market value is 48,000. The purchase price minus with the depreciation amount, which is 7,200, become 40,800. Question number 5. On home mortgage, the house was purchased 7 years ago. The financing amount is 280,000 over 20 years. The tenure is 20 years, so the rate is 7% per annum. We need to calculate the monthly installment as outflow in the cash flow, and also the outstanding balance as liability in the net worth for home mortgage. First, we need to find the monthly installment using CMPD, compound interest with N mode. Okay, so PV is 280,000, and of the tenure is 20 years, so we need to convert to months because we need to find monthly installment. So the I also, the rate you need to convert into month. So now we look for PMT and solve at PMT. We get the answer of 2170.84. For outstanding balance, we will be using amortization, which is AMRT. So PM1 is 1, PM2 is 84. So we scroll down until we find balance and solve at balance. We will get the answer of 221,949.83 after 7 years. Right. For the last question, question number 6 is on risk management need. Ahmad wants a cover coverage to protect against his income. So the current annual is 50,000. He wants to keep on providing his family should anything happen to him. That means after his demise, he want to provide the family with 50,000 a year. Okay, so he asks you to calculate amount sufficient based on capital intact method. He will be providing the family of 50,000 a year forever. If the lump sum money to be invested in investment giving a return of 6% infinitely, that means there is no end, with the first payment to be received by the family with immediate effect. Immediate effect means that we need to use begin mode to make it easier. So we need to draw a timeline again. He need to provide the family with 50,000 a year forever. What you need to find is the lump sum, the PV, the present value. What is the amount that the coverage that you need to find. So the 50,000 become PMT. We can calculate using two methods. One is using formula. Okay, with the formula of PV equal to PMT divide by I%. So the return of 6% without adjusting to inflation. So to make it begin, so you must plus with another PMT. PMT is 50,000. Divide by I% is 6% plus 50,000. The answer of 883,333.33. You can use also CMPD, compound interest calculation with begin mode. I is 6, PMT 50,000, and N is 1,000. So we need to find the PV, solve at PV. The result will be the same as using formula. Brothers and sisters, I think I end the session now. We will come back later with another tutorial class. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.